What's up, travellers? Welcome back to the channel. SJ Aviation HQ here, bringing you another video for you guys today. Today we have the model review of the Uganda Airlines Airbus A330-800neo by NG Models. Before we go any further into the video though, go ahead and leave a thumbs up below. A great indication of how much you enjoy today's content and of course the content on this channel moving forward. If you'd like to come along and tune into more content like this on this channel, go ahead and subscribe below. And of course, while you're there, get the bell icon on to be notified as soon as videos go live on this channel. I have a great array of content coming up very, very soon for you guys. More model reviews, including the Garuda Indonesia Boeing 777-300ER released by NG Models. The Speedbird British Airways 777-300ER released by Gemini Jets. And other great content like that. And of course, unboxings. Airport updates, live streams, more infinite flight content as well. So go ahead and subscribe below and ding the bell icon as soon to receive the notifications as soon as the videos go live on the channel. Before we go any further into today's video in terms of showcasing the box for you guys, you can see in front of you guys, read out some information about Uganda Airlines as an airline, and then read out some information regarding the airframe as well. So let's go ahead and read out the information for you guys. So founded on January the 30th, 2018 and commencing operations on August the 28th of 2019, Uganda Airlines is the flag carrier airline of Uganda and has its main hub at Entebbe International Airport near the capital city of Kampala. According to Planesplitters.net, Uganda Airlines has an aircraft fleet consisting of 7 aircraft, including 1 Airbus A320, 2 Airbus A330-800neos, and 4 of the Mitsubishi CRJ900s. Uganda Airlines also has 2 Airbus A320neos and Boeing 787-8 Dreamliners on order for their passenger services, as well as 1 Boeing 737-800 freighter, and of course the 1 Boeing 777 freighter on order for their cargo operations, with deliveries to take place between 2024 and 2034, as of course that is a 10-year period. So reading out some information for you regarding the aircraft for you guys. This aircraft has the MEC number of 1977. I believe that means this aircraft was the 1977th Airbus A330 to roll off the production line at Airbus. This aircraft is an Airbus A330-800neo, specifically an 841 because 41 is the Airbus designated code for Airbus built aircraft that are equipped with Rolls-Royce engines. This aircraft performed its first flight on November the 17th of the year 2020. As of today, this aircraft is a 4-year-old Airbus A330-800neo that wore the chest registration of Foxtrot-Whiskey Yankee Sierra. For those that aren't too familiar with the phonetic alphabet, pronouncing the codes and everything, this registration would of course be pronounced as F-WWYS. This aircraft here was built and produced in Toulouse, France. Of course, Toulouse, France is basically where the main Airbus factory is. Of course, I do have the factory out in Hamburg as well. Hamburg, Germany. Of course, not the main international airport, but the other airport that's close by. But of course, Toulouse, France is basically where the majority of the wide-body production is. Of course, the A350, A330neo family. They do have the facilities for the A320neo family as well, A320neo, A321neo, the XLR as well. I believe the XLR is mainly built in Hamburg as well, but of course Toulouse, France is basically where the main plant is. This aircraft is currently in active service for Uganda Airlines. We're in the registration 5 X-ray-November India Lima, otherwise known as 5X-NIL. As mentioned, this aircraft is an Airbus A330-800 or 800neo, 41 as well, of course, as I mentioned, the Airbus designated code for Airbus built aircraft, equipped with Rolls-Royce engines. This aircraft was delivered to Uganda Airlines on December the 16th of 2020. As mentioned, this aircraft is equipped with two Rolls-Royce Trent 7000-72 engines. This aircraft is nicknamed Mount Elgon. I believe that is a mountain or something in the country of Uganda. This aircraft, and of course, this aircraft was ferried between Toulouse and Entebbe, Uganda, in Uganda on December the 22nd of 2020, and this aircraft entered into service on August the 27th of 2021. So that's that information out of the way. As I mentioned, this aircraft was a recent unboxing on this channel. Go ahead and check out that video in the top right corner right about now. I believe it came along two other models. I believe it was the Hawaiian Airlines 787-8 and of course the Etihad Airways 787-9, my bad, the Hawaiian as well, -9, and the Etihad -9 as well. But anyway, go ahead and check that model review, that unboxing out if you haven't done so already. But anyway, let's go ahead and showcase the box for you guys. Here we have this box art. The box art, I mean, as I mentioned in that the unboxing, I do quite feel that this this box art is quite underwhelming, knowing how stunning the tail fin looks. I kind of expected the tail fin decaling to be somewhere on the box, you know. I do like how they at least incorporated the crane that's seen on the tail fin there, also in the middle of the Uganda flag. But anyway, here we have the Airbus A330-800neo text in the Airbus font. The aircraft itself looking absolutely stunning indeed. Here we have the Uganda Airlines logo with the airline slogan, "Fly the crane to the Pearl of Africa," and the registration 5 X-ray-November India Lima. The engine model's logo in black, and then where it says that this aircraft is a 1:1 scale die-cast aircraft. Here is the bottom panel of this box. Here we have the Airbus A330-800neo text there. The aircraft itself with the registration below that. Engine model's logo this time in white, and then the barcode with the item number on it. Very cool. On this panel we have the aircraft type decaling there, the Uganda Airlines logo, the scale of the aircraft, and in die-cast metal, and then the engine model's logo in silver or grey. And then on the top panel we have the aircraft type text, this time in the black font. The aircraft as well, the registration, and then the engine model's logo in black there. On the back panel we have the engine model's logo here, the 2D rendering of the aircraft in the middle, and then we have the social handles for engine models, their Facebook page, their Instagram, and of course the website as well. And here we have the item number and the barcode. Here we have quite a comical mistake made by engine models here, warning. You would think they would proofread before they put details on their box designs. I've just noticed this, to be honest, just now. Warning, very cool. And of course the warning information for the aircraft, and this aircraft made in China. Of course, NG Models is a Chinese-based model brand, just like the most of the model brands, apart from Gemini Jets and I believe Aero Classics, and of course Hogan Wings. I think Hogan Wings is based in Germany, and of course Gemini Jets and Aero Classics I think are both made in the US. And of course the likes of Panda Models, Aviation 400, JC Wings, and of course I believe I don't think I've mentioned Phoenix Models, and of course the likes of NG as well, mainly based in China. I didn't mention, but this aircraft is the first ever release of a Uganda Airlines aircraft in 400 scale, because it has been released in 500 scale. This one here is the first in 400 scale. So it's great to see that NG models are finally releasing the rare items. I did recently see the Aviation 400 release the Corsair International Airbus A330-900neo. I don't know whether to go for that one or to go for NG models when they come out with it. Hopefully it comes out in the July release that's coming out very, very soon. It's imminent release, and of course, or hopefully it comes out in August or September, or at least sometime during this year. So that is the first portion of this video done for you guys. The reading out of the airline, the reading out of the aircraft information as well, and of course the showcasing of the box. So let's go ahead and check out the model. And here is the absolutely stunning Uganda Airlines Airbus A330-800neo made by NG Models. The last time you would have seen this model, guys, would have been in that unboxing that I alluded to earlier, under the lights. So this is probably the first time anyone on this channel has seen this aircraft on this channel during the daytime. So kind of gives a good look at the aircraft, during daylight. So I hope you enjoy what you see in this portion of the video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be showcasing the aircraft up close to the camera, giving you some nice up close images of the details on this aircraft, and then giving you some information along the way about what each of the components do on the aircraft. So let's go straight ahead and look at the aircraft up close to the camera. So let me just zoom in for you guys. Let's get the aircraft right up close. It's one of my favourite models in my collection and that I've received so far this year. So here we have this aircraft looking absolutely gorgeous indeed. I love the 330 mould by NG Models. The pivoting from the nose cone right up the cockpit looks so elegant, as you can see. But here we have, in the middle of the shot, we can see the nose cone that, of course, underneath that is, of course, the weather radar that, of course, is used to detect storms along the flight path and to give the pilots a visual indication of the rainfall intensity ahead of them for their flight. Also can be used to provide the ins and outs of the possibility of turbulence as well. This enables the crew to navigate around any potential hazardous areas along the flight plan that they've assigned for their flight. Very cool indeed. Here we have the Zorro-like raccoon mask there, a feature on Airbus aircraft that is now quite a common one, that of course was introduced on the Airbus A350XWB family or program. Very cool indeed. I believe it's also used to shade the sunlight or something. I'll put some information at the bottom of the screen to let you guys know what it's used for. But here we have some pitot tubes just here. Now they are used to measure fluid flow velocity during a flight. Very cool. In between the cockpit window, or at the edge of that raccoon mask, and the L1 boarding door just there, we can see the flag of Uganda. Very cool indeed. And here we have the aircraft's nickname just there, Mount Elgon, a mountain or a volcano in Uganda, the country of Uganda. Very cool, of course located in Africa. Here we have the L1 boarding door, looking wonderful indeed. The nice printed details on this aircraft are popping out indeed. Here we have the angle of attack sensor, or AOA sensor, that offers a visual indication of the amount of lift the wings are generating at a given airspeed or angle of bank. Here we have the aircraft's nose gear, looking pretty cool indeed. There we have on the nose gear door, November India Lima. That of course is the last two digits of the registration, which of course is 5 X-ray November India Lima. And as you can see, the nose gear is a rolling gear, looking pretty cool indeed. Here we have on the top of the cabin windows, we can make out that this says Uganda Airlines. Very cool. I do like how they separated Uganda and Airlines from the cabin door there. It of course is the L2 boarding door, the other one of the main boarding doors. There's another one down the further of the fuselage. Here we have they have two beacon lights on the top of the fuselage here. I wasn't really expecting that. I thought the 330 only had one beacon light on the top. I don't know why I didn't notice this during my unboxing, but here is the antenna, the first antenna on top of the fuselage, and then for some reason we have the dual beacon lights on the, well, these are even beacon lights. I'm not sure, because here's a beacon light just here. So what are these? If anyone knows what these are, in the comment section below, let me know what they are. I'm quite confused why that decaling is there, but because here is the beacon light just here. Just here. And here, of course, we have the fly the crane to the Pearl of Africa. That, of course, is the slogan of Uganda Airlines. Below here, we can make out the pedostatic system. It, of course, is used to determine an aircraft's airspeed, Mach number, altitude, and altitude trend in a flight. Pretty cool. Here we have a nice look of the aircraft's wing light. Let me just get some focusing on it. There we go. That, of course, is used on an aircraft when the aircraft is just about to depart an airfield, or whilst the duration of the aircraft's takeoff run. Also on when the aircraft is landing into an airfield. Now the requirements for the landing light is, of course, being able to use it is between 0 and 10,000 feet. To the pilot's discretion, they can turn it off once they get above that 10,000 feet threshold. Very nice indeed. Here we have this engine here. Of course, as mentioned, this aircraft engine is a Rolls-Royce 7000 engine, the 7072 engine. Of course, you can't see through the fan blades there, but I mean, they do the job. And of course, the engine is nicely detailed, as you can see, with the Rolls-Royce emblem there, looking pretty cool indeed. Here we have the underside of the aircraft with, let me just focus on the landing gear here for you. Here we go. Of course, NG models don't really have landing gear that pivot on the bogies there, but I have heard that they are working on it. And of course, there is the other one, looking pretty cool. Of course, they roll as well. Here is the nicely looking details of the top of the wing. Very nice. And here we get to the raked wingtip. Here is the top view of the raked wingtip. I believe NG models have gotten these wingtips quite beautifully done. Of course, these are known as sharklets in terms of Airbus terms. Here is the look of the interior of the sharklet, looking fantastic indeed. And of course, like I showed you guys in my unboxing video, go ahead and check it out if you missed it. It will be linked in the description below. Here is the A330NEO decaling that's on the exterior of the sharklet, looking pretty decent indeed. Moving down the aircraft, we have this is the Lima 3 door and emergency exit door, if anything else. And then moving down the fuselage, down to the tailplane of the aircraft, here we have an antenna on the bottom. Here we have some more bits and bobs. Here we have another one of those antennas there. And then in between, the other antenna you can see at the rear of the SATCOM there. Of course, there is the SATCOM on board the top of the fuselage. It, of course, provides the IFE in-flight entertainment on board the aircraft, providing the IFE, the in-flight entertainment on board the aircraft, see behind each of the seats on board the aircraft. Here is the website of Uganda Airlines, ugandairlines.com. Here we have the aircraft type wordmark there, Airbus A330-800, part of the A330NEO family. And here we have the registration, if I can get it into the shot, really close up and focused. Here we go, 5 X-ray November India Lima. and then we get to the Lima 5 door. No, this is the Lima 4 door. Of course, another one of those boarding doors. You can board the aircraft via the air stairs or disembark the aircraft. As you can see, the nice tail markings of Uganda Airlines, a nice up close view of the tail fin here with the crane that's seen on the box art sign, and of course the crane that's seen on the country's flag, of course, of Uganda, looking absolutely gorgeous indeed. As you can see, you may be able to see that the sunlight is starting to come into the viewing of the video. That's all good. You'll see some golden glow on the aircraft. Here we have the elevators of the aircraft, the back wings of the aircraft. You may be able to find where the tail lights are, if any, on this aircraft. Not too sure where they are on a 330, but the tail lights are something that is seen on the aircraft elevators to light up the tail fin during the night operations. I believe that's them there. You may be able to see that in the middle of the shot there. There's one there, and there should be another one. I don't know actually if that was a tail light. I don't think it was. But anyway, the tail lights are used during night operation to give the ATC or anyone who's in the control tower a visual indication of who the carrier of the airline is. In this case, it would be Uganda Airlines. Also, an indication as a marketing tool to give the anyone who's in the terminals, in the interior of an airfield or the outside of the airfield, the idea of wanting to fly the aircraft or the airline. Very cool indeed. And of course, there is the exit way, or the exhaust of the APU. There we go. Very cool. Let's have a brief look at the opposite side of the aircraft, the right hand side of this aircraft. Here we have in the middle of the shot, and focused on, having some difficulty with the focusing with this aircraft for some reason. There we go. Here we have the forward baggage compartment looking rather decent indeed. Moving down, we can see the rear baggage compartment looking rather nice indeed. On this side we have the green navigation light just there, and of course on this side we see the red navigation light just there in the middle of the shot. Let me just get that up close for you guys. There we go. Other than that, it's pretty much identical as the other side. Everything else is just flipped around. But of course these doors are known as the R1, R2, R3 and R4. The letter R representing the word right. Also abbreviated for Romeo. And the phonetic alphabet, that of course be the left hand side. L1, and of course in the phonetic alphabet known as the Lima 1 doors. Let's have a look at the underbelly. Probably my favourite part. I'll do it like this because it's the right way up. Here we have the nose gear door there. It of course opens up to let the nose gear retract into. Here we have the belly titles of Uganda Airlines with the stand hole just there, and the beacon light where the C is of the word com. And the outline of the landing gear doors, nicely detailed landing gear there, and flaps and slats looking rather nice indeed. And of course the Trent 7000 engine. And then moving down here we have the registration of the aircraft, 5 X-ray dash November India Lima, 5 X-ray dash November India Lima, and the upside down look of the aircraft sharklet looking rather nice indeed. Let me just get it in the shot and focus on it for you guys. There we go. Anyway, here we get to my favourite part of the aircraft. Ironically, you can't see it when the aircraft is standing on its landing gear, but isn't the belly of the tailplane just absolutely fantastic? It is so good. I love the way that NG models have put this line down the middle of it. It just looks so good. And of course there, you can't quite see it now that the sunlight's come into the video, but there of course is the entryway to the APU, an additional engine on board the aircraft. So let me get this aircraft into the sunlight. If you have not got this model in your collection, what are you doing, man? This is such a beautiful aircraft. As you can probably tell, I am quite a fan of it. Very nice aircraft. Let me know what you thought in today's video. About today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did enjoy what you saw and you would like to come along and support more content like this, or a great indication would be leaving a thumbs up below, so go ahead and do that if you wish to. If you'd like to come along and view more content like this, go ahead and consider subscribing below. The freest way to support the channel, as well as leaving a thumbs up, so go ahead and do that if you would like to. And of course, if you'd like to go ahead and tune into content on this channel as soon as the video goes live, go ahead and get the bell icon, the essential part to see my content on this channel. If you'd like to go ahead and support my social media channels, go ahead and scan the QR code you can see on the screen now. That will lead you straight to my Instagram page for Asia International Airport, and of course you'll be able to see the content like model plane photos, and of course the ins and outs of the network, the news, the updates of my social media realms as well. If you'd like to go ahead and go straight to all of the links in one full platform, go ahead and scan the QR code you can see on the screen now. That will lead you straight to my Linktree account. As I mentioned, all of my links, including all of my other Instagram pages, my Patreon page, my website, everything else is on that full platform. Just a disclaimer though, if you are going to check out my website, go ahead and check it out on something like a tablet or a laptop or a PC. The bigger the screen, the better, in my opinion. The better viewing of the website. It just does not look good on a mobile. So that's a good disclaimer there. So I hope you enjoyed today's content, guys. The model review of this absolutely gorgeous Uganda Airlines Airbus A330-800neo made by NG Models. It's nice to see that NG Models came out with an airline that hasn't been represented yet in this, or hasn't before been represented in the 400 scale side of things. I hope they come out with airlines like Air Senegal, which I know has been released by Phoenix Models, and of course Corsair International on their 330neos. I know that's been represented by Aviation 400 in recent times, but I would like to hope that NG Models will come out with them as well. Would like to have them in my collection for sure, as I love the tail fin of their livery as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Thank you very much for coming along. If you did, as I mentioned, throw a thumbs up below, subscribe, and of course ding the bell icon. Soon enough, on the end screen will be some options for you guys. On the left hand side would be my most recent video here on the channel. On the right hand side would be the full playlist of model reviews I've done so far on this channel. And of course in the middle is where you can subscribe. But until next time, guys, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.